final for Section 1. Boston College will be in lane 3. Georgia Tech will be in lane 4. Maryland in lane 5. Wake Forest in lane number 6. North Carolina in lane 7. NC State in lane number 8. Again, the Maryland Terrapins with a good lane assignment there in lane 5. The favorite to have the best time here in section number 1, and may slightly have an opportunity from the outside to reach the podium. Wake Forest may have a shot as well. NC State, though, we've seen teams do well. Look at the Virginia men last year in Charlottesville, still inspired, racing on their home track. They could factor in and maybe squeeze into a top 4 or 5 finish overall. So there you see the athletes in the shadows amongst turn number 1 here at Durr Track. Once again, we are delighted that you're with us here today, and we're glad that you've been with us for all 3 days of our coverage here of the 2013 ACC Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Once again, my name is Jerry Massey. I've had so much fun bringing this to you here from NC State University, and it's going to get a lot more fun coming up here in just a few moments. So the runners getting their cues and getting their instructions from the officials here. A packed grandstand as well here at NC State. About to see the start of the Section 1 final of the women's 4x400 meter relay. And it is NC State, North Carolina. It looks like Wake Forest was a late scratch, so no Wake Forest here in the Section 1 final. So here in the early going, Maryland with the lead, North Carolina currently in second. And now they move into the bend here in turn number 4. The first leg about to come to a close. They head for home. It's actually NC State with the lead, and Maryland coming on strong wearing the all-white. First passing the baton coming up. And it looks like Maryland's going to have the first passing of the baton. We've seen baton issues. We saw that with Clemson on the men's side of the 4x1 earlier on today. And right now it's Maryland followed by Duke, currently, actually make that Georgia Tech currently in second. So Maryland and Georgia Tech 1 and 2 as they head down the backstretch. NC State currently in third, and they're falling back quickly. North Carolina and Boston College gunning for that third spot. North Carolina will take third as of right now. So some movement in the standings here in this Section 1 final. Maryland still with the advantage. Again, they had the best seed time coming in at 3:45.84. Georgia Tech in second. And then it's a 3-horse race for third. It looks like Boston College and North Carolina will have the inside track for that third spot. Maryland with the next passing of the baton. That looks good. Georgia Tech trying to catch up. North Carolina third. Boston College in fourth. And then NC State in fifth. So the Terrapins with the lead. That lead staying pretty much the same as they move midway down the back stretch. And they head into turn number 3. Carolina in third, NC State in fourth, BC is in fifth, but NC State now has surpassed North Carolina, and they have moved into third position. Maryland, though, from about 100 meters left in the first leg, they have looked really good here. And the Terps come down the front stretch. Georgia Tech in second, State in third, Carolina fourth, BC fifth, final passing the baton. And Maryland with a clean handoff. They're already into turn 1, Georgia Tech in turn number 2. NC State in 3, Carolina 4, BC is in 5th. And look at that lead. They have really stretched it out. My goodness, a good 50, 60, maybe 70 meters. Maryland with the advantage. Georgia Tech, they see their second spot. And there you see the race in North Carolina with the pass for second. NC State trying to grab second, but Maryland has looked very, very good here in this Section 1 final. The race will be on for second. Maryland will coast home. 50 meters to go. Georgia Tech trying to catch up with a burst of speed. Crowd trying to get behind NC State. They head toward the line. Maryland will finish first in the section. Georgia Tech trying to get second. They will. NC State third. Carolina fourth. Boston College fifth. Maryland at 3:45.81 with the time. Georgia Tech in second, 3:48.76. NC State in third. Carolina in fourth. Boston College fifth. Wake Forest did not, they were a late scratch there. Again, Maryland, they win the section, but we'll have the Section 2 coming up. And just take a look at the lead here for Maryland as they move into turn number 4. Again, a very commanding lead. And it was all Terrapins for about 100 meters left in the opening leg. And Maryland wins the section. But coming up next, folks, the second section final, when it all comes down to this. There you see the Florida State fans, also athletes as well, trying to get behind their team. They know what's riding on this particular race. The ACC championship for the women is up for grabs here. Clemson and Florida State are tied at 141 points apiece. Whoever finishes ahead of the other will win the ACC title.